A man's got a fish on. I saw the fish jump right out of the water. He's going good. Here it comes up the beach. What's this bloody stingray? I saw it actually get airborne. Hard case. Nothing wrong with eating them at all. That's what I used when I was doing my survival video, one of those. And I really enjoyed it actually. Man got a little brim there, just caught it. He wound it in the electric reel.
What's that?
There's a little brim. He just brought it on the electric reel. I'm pretty sure it's a little brim, yeah. Nice going. Looks like your man's decided to do some catch and release. Maybe he doesn't know the pleasure of chewing on stingray, but I personally would have put a knife in it and cooked it up for somebody. Anyway, it's going to live to see another day. You don't want to get those barbs in you because they are very venomous, and Maori used to use them for a weapon, not to kill their opponent but to make the opponent sick. Well, the opponent eventually would die. It would leave those hundreds of tiny little barbs in their flesh that cut them off and put them in manuka steaks and spear their opponent with it. Very, very nasty weapon. Well, that's one way to get your line out, isn't it? We're just wondering how they got it out so far, and it's a drone taking it out. He's gone way out there with that there. That explains how he got snapper from the beach. He's got his electric reel and he's just letting it go all the way. That's a cool setup. The community out here, and he's brought his drone just back in after setting his fishing line. It's pretty cool, isn't it? Here in Mapua. The sunset here in Grossie Point, it never gets boring, and you can see a few guys have got their boats out for a fish. The world's changed a lot since I was younger, and I think for men it's more difficult. Young boys growing up, it's hard, and they don't know who their role model should be and what direction they should go, and when they go in the direction that's natural to them, they get often crushed down. And a lot of guys that are in their 20s and 30s, they work so bloody hard and they're working all the time. There's one young guy I can think of right now that comes to mind who I used to take out hunting when he was 12 and 11. Now he's almost 30 and he's got a child, and he just works all the time. He said to me the other day, "Hey, can you run my dogs for me, bro? Take him pig hunting because I haven't got time. I've just got too much work on." Imagine working so hard as a young fella, you don't even have time to go out for a hunt once or twice a week. That's how much work every hour of your day is spent working. And these people we've just seen on the beach enjoying catching some fish, and that's what life's about. Making a fire, hanging out with your kids, doing stuff. And it gets crazy when all you can do is work and you don't actually have time to do that. Money, it's kind of such a weird thing, isn't it? You've got to have it so you can have freedom to have time with people, but you spend all your time trying to make it where you miss out. And the same applies to your health. You work your whole life and then you end up spending the last part of your life paying for your health to get what you've lost back. And you see that happen too. So it's all about balance. And one thing I would say is you don't always need to have the things that you think you want that are going to make you happy. And I fall into that category. I would love to have a boat, a big boat. I have had cheap launches. I had one that was parked out there. It was cost me $5,000, and that is cheap as far as boats go. And I ended up selling it for $5,000. Or even a boat like that one there. That's 70 grand. That one there, that's Tim's boat. But that sort of money is just not realistic to have, and to tie up in something and not be using all the time. To have $70,000 tied up in that there is, well, some people can afford it and some can't. But to my thinking, I could afford it, but that would mean I had to work harder and I wouldn't be able to enjoy this boat here. So I've got time to take this out because I choose not to make that extra bit of money, if you get what I'm saying. So you've got to sort of weigh up how much do you really need something. Now, my entire life since I was a kid, I've always loved the Land Cruisers, particularly the 70 series. In the last 30 years I've been looking at those, and they haven't changed for years. I mean, they've been going on for the 70 series, they've been going on forever pretty much. And as I get closer to 60, I start to think to myself, now I know I'm not going to be here that much longer, particularly my chances are limited because I've had some pretty shit health, and I've been thinking maybe I should now buy it before it's too late and I never get to have it. But will I be happier? Probably not. It'll be a buzz, but it's not going to change anything. So I guess the message today, bros, is don't get too caught up in thinking you've got to work hard to get an elusive thing that's going to make you happy. So sometimes it takes you away from the things you actually love. Sometimes it takes you away from the people you love. Sometimes it takes you away from doing the things you actually love. Make sure you are making time to do the things you love while you're also working. I understand the concept of having to work hard and play later, but I also know it's important to take time to play a little bit and enjoy your time and your health while you've got it, because you won't have it forever. Check on a brother and check on a sister and go steady, and I'll see you in the next Bro Check Club video. See you later. beautiful night. Just a bloody beautiful night.